Okay, we'll count to now.
Now.
Right. Sweet. We did that at the
Welcome
same
to the
time.
Booze and the Bees. Woo!
This is another episode for you, from us to you.
Well, I'm delirious. It's like 100 degrees in this room.
Yeah, it's brutal. And we've got like this crazy cover. I can only imagine Minnie's room, right?
Oh, yeah. We have like blackout cover in here, which we should get her a curtain because it's getting hot again.
Yeah, get her like a blackout kind of
But
curtain.
even our room is all blacked out. And it's like the hottest room. It's so hot.
It is.
There.
It's because we also have the highest ceiling. So it's like the air conditioning doesn't work as well in there as it does the rest of the house. Because it's just more physical airspace.
It looks cool.
Those
High ceilings
cool.
look cool, but it's a little stinking.
They're just not very functional. To get to a light is hard. No one's like 20 feet tall. Like there's no need for a high ceiling.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like it's just for your looks, right?
It's looks, and then you don't have to build as much stuff, right?
Oh.
Because you don't have to build a drop ceiling and then put a ceiling up. It's just that, right? Because if you wanted to put a drop ceiling, then you'd have to reinforce it, and then you'd have empty space. I like this is a big enough room, and it's slant top, and it gives you extra storage space up there. But our bedroom is the master, and it's just really tall ceiling for just no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's hot. Apologies. Just a little out of it, just like this day, it feels like a blur, honestly.
I still have so much to do. I don't even know how I'm gonna start it.
It's already 4:00. That's what I'm saying. Like, where did
Day's
this day
over.
go? And yeah. Also, new show recommendation, Parasite.
Really good.
The Gray.
Parasite the Gray. If you're an anime watcher, it is not based on the first show, which is great because I've not seen any of the live actions, but I hear they're always bad. But this was not like your usual live action that just copies the story and ruins it. It's a totally different, but still in the same universe show. It's really good.
Yeah. And even if you've never seen the anime, or it's
Just in general, a good show.
great.
And if you haven't seen the anime because you're not an anime watcher, watch the show, and then you can go back and watch the anime, and it might be cool to
Even
see
as
from that
cool.
perspective.
Yeah. So there's that. Nothing else we're watching. Watching Orange Is the New Black, which isn't new for
It's not new.
a lot of y'all.
Yeah, very dramatized
But
show.
I think I stand strong with we shouldn't spoil stuff even if it's old.
Yeah, for real.
Because
Why
there's
would
some
you
people
spoil
that'll
it?
be like,
I still haven't seen it.
they'll spoil really old, like, old movies, and I get it if it's really old. But there's still like new people who have never seen it. It's not like everybody in the world has seen that movie.
Yeah, it's not like Star Wars where they're like, Luke is your father, and they're like, oh, thanks.
Even then, I
Now
don't
I
hear that
know.
phrase as often now.
Well,
So
yeah,
like
it's not
maybe
too
Minnie
relevant.
might be shocked. I don't know if she's ever heard that phrase. So she might be like,
I am your father. Oh my gosh, they are.
that'd be cool if she had a cool reaction. But because I remember, I don't know what it was I was talking about at one time, but I was like, no spoilers. And then they were like, well, we can spoil
It's
it.
old. But it doesn't matter if it's old, if it's new to you.
Right.
Especially when we're talking about show recommendations, it'd be like, oh, it's super old. Orange is the New Black. Orange is the New Black. You should totally watch it if you haven't seen it. Also, here's the spoilers. I'm like, you're telling people to watch it because they haven't seen it.
Some people do that though. I hate that.
So
Some people
what's the
get
point?
so excited. I don't think they mean to. Some people get so excited and like they'll tell me. I have a few friends that I can think of right now who do that, and they'll be so excited to tell me about a show or a movie, but then they'll tell me like so much of the plot or big parts of it, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, like I used to love previews, and I still kind of do, but now I mostly don't because I usually just spoil the heck out of the whole movie.
Have any of y'all seen a preview for a horror film, and then you go watch the horror film, and all of the scary parts, 100% of the jump scares are in the preview, and then the rest is just filler. So you get like 90 to 120 minutes of just filler space, and then the preview that you watched, and that was it. And the space is the boring part. That's the boring part leading up to the scare, and you showed all the scares.
one of our favorite movies we saw in theaters, Smile. We both didn't see the preview for it, and then later a preview came up for it.
It was all the scares.
One of the best scenes in the movie that was such a, you weren't expecting how it was going to be a jump scare. It was in the preview, and I was like, why would you? Why?
The whole premise of Smile, which is an amazing movie, which we should rewatch on a movie.
So good, yeah.
It's an amazing movie, is that it's jump scare after jump scare, and it's like obvious jump scare, obvious jump scare, obvious, and you're like, well, the next one's bound to be obvious, and then they like throw in some crazy one. Again, it's in the preview. It's like, so don't watch the previews because it's going to ruin it, because it's at the perfect time where you're like, okay, how could this be scary, you know, and you think of the different ways it could happen, and then it's not that because it's so ridiculous.
I don't know, man. I feel like I don't remember previews being like that, but maybe they were and I just didn't realize before.
I think movies just got worse. I think there's less story and less plot, and so they have to put all the good parts into the trailer so you can get to watch it and get the budget, and then they just stop making
a trailer
the
and a preview should be so quick. Sometimes it's like they're like 2 minutes long, and they literally have to fit the whole plot of the movie in there. And I'm like, I feel like I just watched the whole movie. Why would I need to go see it?
I think they got to bring it back like they did in the 80s, like, in a time where people with big muscles had guns. Explosion. There was a man. Yeah, he was a guy with hair, and he wore a headband. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's me with a headband. And that takes up so much time, and it has nothing to do with the movie, right? Nowadays, they just play the movie verbatim with text from the characters. Like, don't play the text. Like, that person talking during the trailer wasn't in the movie. So you didn't hear any of the lines in the movie. Now you hear the whole movie.
Yeah, you're saying like had the voiceover.
Do a voiceover with some scenes so you get like nothing really in it.
Yeah, or like have the characters themselves be like, wait till you see this movie. It's about this. Like just a slight little teaser. You don't have to ruin the whole thing. But like, they like think they have to.
Are
to get
you
people
ready
to watch
for a land of magic? Welcome to Harry Potter, where there's magicians and wizards and dragons and things and brooms probably and some spells. Come watch the movie. And you're like, dope. I wonder what happens during this Harry Potter movie. I bet there's wizards and dragons and spells maybe. And then there are, and you're like, that wasn't, you know, that was just the plot. There's nothing they're giving away there.
So funny. Yeah, I don't know.
It's ridiculous.
We gotta figure that out because I'm done. I'm done watching previews because
they're lame. And then I remember they used to go to the movie theaters early on purpose so we get all the trailers. I
love previews.
I always told her we can go late because then we can skip all the previews, and she's like, "That's literally the only reason we go to the theaters." And I was like, "Aren't we going to watch the movie?" They're like, "No, you're an idiot. We're going for the trailers."
I used to love to see like what new movies were coming out, but yeah, now I don't. Now I'm so down to go to movies later.
No, hell yeah. Especially now you pick seats anyway online.
Pick seats, yeah.
So who cares? Show up late.
It's like 30 minutes of previews and ads. It's not even just previews for movies. It's like commercials, too.
I know. Horrible commercials on repeat. I would get there during the opening like scenes with like Warner Brothers. Like, I don't care. I'll come in after they already start playing the do-do-do-do. I'll get in. As long as I get the first scene where someone speaks, I'm fine. I'm on time. I don't care. Go late. So it starts at 11, starts at 11:30.
But like also Disney, they would have the shorts before the movie, which I loved. It would not be part of the movie, just a whole separate short, you know?
No, they don't, right?
I don't know if they do anymore. I haven't seen a Disney movie in theaters in a minute. Maybe
We've
they do.
Seen Disney movies in theaters.
I think they still do shorts.
I don't remember us seeing any shorts.
I think they do. Usually it's like an Ice Age short.
There was nothing.
Well, that was live action Disney.
No, you're thinking Pixar.
Is it just Pixar?
Yeah, they're the cool ones, like a Toy Story movie. Or DreamWorks or something. Like
no, Toy Story is Pixar.
Yeah. They do the shorts.
Is Ice Age Pixar?
I think they're DreamWorks. But they also do shorts.
They also do shorts. And Minions, maybe
I
not
don't know
Minions.
Minions. That's Universal, though.
So many things.
I feel like Minions are in every movie theater, though, as a preview at some point. They're always doing something.
Always.
They're always up to something. Those
and
Minions.
there's a new mini movie coming out, isn't there? Yeah. They make them look good, though. Like... Oh my gosh, today my Alexa started wigging out while I was playing music on live, and then she goes, so she starts doing an ad for Kung Fu Panda 4, and like, she's like, watch Kung Fu Panda 4 on Amazon Prime, and it's like Jack Black's voice, and then so I changed her to Kung Fu Panda mode, so now she'll say skadoosh. And and like make weird like little songs. But it's so funny because I did not care to see Kung Fu Panda 2, 3, or 4. Honestly,
I didn't care to see Kung Fu Panda 1.
the 1 was good, but anyways, usually the sequels aren't that great. I forgot what sequel I was talking about before Kung Fu Panda. Oh, Minions. Despicable Me. Those ones are good. I like those ones.
I still haven't seen any of the Despicable Me's.
Really? None of them?
Nope.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't have a child for a lot.
No, I know, but I thought maybe we saw
Nope.
one. Huh?
We saw them at Universal Studios as characters, right? But I didn't see the movie
It's really good.
or any of the
finally got
movies.
him to watch Cars.
It was like mid.
Really?
Yeah, it was like whatever.
You would have loved it as a kid, though.
I don't know.
Like a little boy, you
I
think?
liked real cars.
Well, yeah, but all boys who like cars love that movie.
I'm sure if I was like a little boy, it would have been cooler because I liked Hot Wheels and stuff too. But I worked on like flatbed trucks and just big V8s and
Yeah, I mean as a kid, not like
also, that was me
when
as a
you
kid.
could do that.
Yeah, I was raised on like a junkyard, babe. Like my dad was a truck driver, so we'd go off to the junkyard and load stuff on the slide back and use the big hooks, and he taught me how to do the chains and the hydraulics and stuff. That was when I was a little kid. That
Yeah,
was what I was up to.
he would have liked it more as a kid, for sure.
Yeah,
But I
probably.
still think it's a great movie. He was laughing. You laughed.
I don't remember what scene. Did
You
I fall
laughed at
asleep
some
during
stuff.
it? I might have fallen asleep during it too, though. It was
I
Easter.
don't think so.
I
I don't think you
remember.
did. Either way, I don't know what to talk about, y'all.
I think this is a good movie episode. It's a good movie episode.
Don't watch previews.
Don't watch previews. That's the positive message. Is don't watch previews. They're garbage.
The garbage.
The garbage.
Forget about them.
Don't watch them. Tips: go to the movies late.
Yeah.
Skip previews.
Well,
Babe.
I hope that you get really helpful, useful information from us.
Want popcorn now though.
Movie theater popcorn, I
I'm
know.
ruined.
Oh, I have
This
a
is
whole thing of
terrible.
butter
It's awful.
downstairs,
I
but
know, our popcorn's old and stale. And then also, I'm not supposed to have it because I'm dieting.
that sounds so yummy, though.
We're hoping one of the booths comes and asks real questions for diet because they said that they wanted some help. I would love to
Yeah.
answer those questions.
Yeah, I'll reach out to her, see if she'll message us
If
questions.
they want them.
But yeah, gal, please comment if y'all want any health, health and relationship. We're not at the wealth yet. We're pretty good with the health and relationship advice
Yeah,
for where we're at in our
We're
life.
struggling for money, y'all.
Yeah, if y'all have wealth advice, please comment it down below.
Yeah, so we've got the
Please.
health and relationship. If you got the wealth, then
We got each other.
we can be one functioning unit, maybe.
That power is combined.
Almost a functioning human.
That's what we need to do. We need to find a rich couple who needs help, and they'll pay us in wealth, and we'll pay them in love.
Well, that's like literally what the gurus do. I mean, you get those people who are like, I'll do yoga with your wife for $75,000 a day. And they're like, absolutely, man, get over here and stretch. And you're like, what the?
No, for real. It's,
It's
like,
literally
it's
just
how
knowing
you advertise
people.
and who you do it to.
There's a guy, and I watch his stuff. He was the dude who said he worked in an upper tier restaurant just so that he could be around rich people. And then he got his first big break by getting someone to hop on board to his idea, and now he's rich, right? He says he pays $100,000 for the entry fee to the Ritz-Carlton and then $1,000 a month after that to be able to stay. And he's like, that's just the cost to play the game. And some people say it's expensive, and I say I don't even get to make money if I don't pay that fee because it gets me around. Like, I'll be in a hot tub with billionaires. And so there's no better place to do business than that. And everyone there can afford the entry, so I know all of them are like ready to work, where if you go out to a normal place, you're not going to find that. So I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. And that's how you would do this. It's like, oh, what do you do? And you're sitting in the Ritz-Carlton hot tub, and you're like, oh, I do personal training at your house for relationship advice for wealthy couples. And they're like, oh, man, I really need that. Can I use your services? And you're like, yes. And they already know you paid $100K, so you're serious because you don't just have $100K. No one
getting
just
a
has
phone
that.
call? He is getting a phone
I am. All right. Good fight, gang. I got to take this call.
He doesn't even know who
Maybe.
it's from.
It might be work. No, I missed it.
Uh-oh. Goodbye.
Bye.